Welcome back to What's Buzzin'. We just had an awesome chat. Nate Holler, he was so great. And just learning about what he does, it was kind of inspiring.
Yeah.
Sort of the work that he does.
It was super exciting. We got to have a celebrity in the studio today.
Yeah,
and
no be at all.
the best part is now we get to come on location. Tiny Home Takeout. We're here with Melanie,
who is the Community Resources Coordinator, and we're super excited to have you to chat all things Tiny Home Takeout.
Yes.
Thanks for hanging out.
Of course. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Do you want to walk us through how this kind of all started?
Yeah,
like what was Tiny Home Takeout all about?
Sure. So Tiny Home Takeout officially opened its kitchen doors back in January of 2019. And it all started with the idea, I guess, headed by Father Toby, who is here at St. Mary's Church, and a couple others who saw a need in the community around food insecurity and wanted to find a way to bring meals to those in the community. And then it started in January, like I said, in 2021 with volunteers and a small group of volunteers at the time. And our head chef and kitchen coordinator, Amy Sear, who took it on. I'll say that our focus with Tiny Home Takeout has always been our food is for everyone, and everyone should have access to a great meal at a cost that everyone can afford.
Yeah, sure.
I think that's pretty much how it started.
And that's what I think I love about it, is that it really is for everybody. And the work that goes into it, I mean, we've put little clips throughout the show, but do you want to walk us through kind of how it works in the kitchen and sort of the process of sort of what it looks like?
What's your day-to-day look like when you walk in?
I'm sure it's busy.
Yeah.
To say the least, yeah.
Busy.
I can imagine.
It smells like pizza a lot in here.
I was gonna say, do you get like good fed in here? Like,
oh yeah, everyone gets good meals. Everyone, whether you volunteer or you come visit us, definitely gonna get good, nutritious food. But how it starts is, so we are open from Tuesday to Saturday, and we have volunteers starting right at 10 o'clock in the morning. Right up until 8. So 10 o'clock is when people come in and they start preparing the food for the daily bite, which is our side dish that we offer at service, and then the ingredients and whatever is needed for the calzones. That's the morning. You want me to take you through the whole day?
yeah, take it through how the process.
Sure. So that's the morning. Our food gets delivered sometimes certain days, things like that. And then we have multiple shifts throughout the day. They come in and they do different things. So the morning is food prep. There's dough making. Sometimes baking, which I think you guys saw a little bit of just now. And then later in the day, it's good. And then people come in later in the day to finish those jobs and to prepare for service. And then our nighttime shift is 4 to 8, where volunteers come in to make the calzones, cook them, package them, and get them ready for service, where there's another group of volunteers outside at the tiny home that serves that food out to the community.
Excellent. And how does service work? So when people want to come to Tiny Home Takeout, what does that process look like?
Do you find that there are like busier days?
Yeah, like what days are?
I think there are busier days and busier days throughout the month, depending on
time of year.
Yeah, it definitely picks up in the summer. Spring and summer months are higher volume of people. And then in the fall and winter, it tends to die down a little bit. We haven't slowed down yet, though. We've been still steady with our numbers.
Yeah.
So when people come to one of the tiny homes, they get to choose one of 6 different calzones that they can choose from, and a daily bite, which I said was the side dish. So tonight it's chicken noodle soup. Our daily bites change every day. We do try to not repeat the recipe ever.
Yeah.
So I'm sure it gets very creative for our chefs to come up with a daily bite.
Yeah.
But 6 different calzones to choose from, 1 per person. And then in our main location here at St. Mary's Church, there are drinks and sometimes baked goods. So
amazing.
Yeah.
What would you say your favorite part of your job is?
Yeah, I was just
like, I think being in a role like this, it would be awesome because you're really seeing the impact in the community, and this is something that's so important. And we see the struggle and we see things that people are going through. So what would be your favorite part, ideally? Tiny home. I know we threw that question.
I know, that's a hard one. If you had to pick.
I think it depends on what you're looking at. Like for me personally, I started out as a volunteer at the beginning, and I still love to volunteer and serve the food. I've done a couple of our satellite locations, and that's a highlight. You get to interact with the people coming to get food and talk to them and get to know them if you get to do the shifts often. I've also had the opportunity to attend some meetings within the community with our kitchen coordinator and chef. So you get to see the impact that we do outside of Tiny Home as well, and how we can connect with different people in the community. It's tough. I like all the aspects of my job and my volunteer work here. So it's a really great place to be. It's very family focused and very community, very inclusive. It is definitely a place that you feel very connected to everyone that's volunteering and those that are coming to see us.
And that makes a difference, I think, not just working here, but as a volunteer, when you're in an environment that is very
This space
inclusive,
is beautiful.
welcoming.
It's open. It
Smells amazing.
in here. Like the kitchen is nice. We've got it
Definitely
really
plays a role.
organized in there. So I think this is a great place to be, and great for volunteer work. I wish that I knew about this when I did my
Totally.
volunteer hours, because I would have been here. This is what I would have done.
Yeah, you would have been eating the food too.
I would have been eating.
It would have been eating the food too. That would have happened too.
Testing
everything
there
just
you
to
go.
make sure, but then
Yeah.
we do eat together. So with the daytime volunteer shifts, they stop for lunch and everyone eats together. Same with the nighttime. The nighttime crew gets to have some calzones and a daily bite. So we do make that time to connect. So
amazing.
How can people learn about volunteering if they're interested in volunteering with Tiny Home Takeout? What is the details and what does it look like for that process?
So volunteering is, I will start by saying it's very flexible. It can work with anyone's schedule. You can come in once a week, you can come in once a month, you can come in every other month. It really is whatever. You can come every day if you want and volunteer with us. The process is very simple. We have a form that needs to be filled out, and we do require a vulnerable sector check from everyone who wants to volunteer here. They just need to email us at tinyhometakeout@gmail.com, and then we'll connect them with all the forms.
Amazing. And where are you guys on social? Where can we?
Yeah.
So we're on Instagram, Facebook, and X.
X, Twitter, X, yeah.
I was gonna say
One or the other. Yeah. I still say
We
Twitter.
still say it.
I think it's all at Tiny Home Takeout. All of our posts are there, all consistent. So
Fantastic.
and something that people might not know about Tiny Home Takeout. Obviously, our core is the food that we serve, and it's for everyone, and all of that. We also on Thursdays open up the bell tower in the church. And we give out clothing, blankets, boots. Someone was just hauling up a box of boots up a few minutes ago to those in need too. So if anyone does want to do a donation drive of anything, we're always looking for stuff to put up there too, to give out to those in need.
Accommodate pretty much anything.
We have a list on our website that gets updated frequently with what the need is for what we're hearing from people outside. So
Yeah, especially with the weather coming up, right?
Yeah.
For sure. That
Well,
sounds amazing.
Thank you so much, Melanie, for chatting with us. And I'm excited to see kind of how this all grows and being in here is just, it sounds amazing.
This is a really nice place to get your volunteer hours done and hang out and
if you're
a
high school student or someone that needs volunteer hours, definitely.
Yeah,
It's
or if
fun
you
to
want
check
to
out.
donate, definitely check out Tiny Home Takeout website. You're going to want to check it out. They're
Thank you so
amazing.
much.
Thank you so much for having us, Melanie.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
You rocked it. She rocked it on TV. So good. Thank you for hanging out.
The following program was provided by a valued member of our local community. Rogers TV is proud to support local producers and share local voices, ideas, and opinions. For more information, please visit our website.